to the same position that we were in the last video. So I was thinking to myself today, where are we actually gonna focus on decluttering today? And I didn't fully do the desk in the previous video. I made a start with my drawer here and a couple of the drawers that I've got to the side here, but I didn't fully do like all of it by the time I'd got to my 11 allocated items to declutter. So we are on day 12 today, so I have another 12 things to declutter. Now I don't necessarily think that there is a full 12 more items. I contemplated in the previous video doing 11 and 12 in one, and then I just suddenly thought to myself, actually decluttering 23 items is quite a lot. I mean, it may turn out that that is doable. You never know. I am kind of challenging myself with doing this challenge, this January declutter challenge. And a slight interjection, I just wanted to say, like, when I first started this challenge, I genuinely thought that it would be a lot to have to kind of deal with. But do you know what? It's actually become one of the best ways, I think, for me and my brain to actually do a declutter. I've said in almost all of the videos so far, like, how good it's making me feel. Not only is it giving me a bit of dopamine every day, decluttering some stuff, because that's what I get, but it's also just more manageable, I think, because I am decluttering, I am getting that good feeling at the end of it, but I'm not like having to kind of do it all in one day. I think if I were to have done that, I don't think I probably would have decluttered as much as I already have, and we're only halfway through. So all that aside, I'm going to jump straight in to the drawers that I have to the side here. I'm just going to quickly have a swig while it's actually hot, fresh out of the machine. This will go into a screensaver at some point, but let me just put it to sleep for now, just so it's not too distracting, and it's not giving me a weird little kind of glow. But yes, so I have a couple of things up on the top here because I asked my husband about them when I was going through the drawers yesterday. So this is item number 1, already decided, and it is a bunch of, I don't know what you want to call these, letter stencils, and is that a protractor? I never remember which way around it is. I think that's a protractor. These things, I am gonna count them as one item. So that is gonna be my number 1. And then I am going to get down this little set of drawers here. Now, I was also thinking to myself, I might get some like DC Fix or something, you know, that like Fablon stuff to put on these. I don't know if that's going to be really difficult to do, but I feel like having this acrylic storage is quite overwhelming in itself. It's obviously overwhelming having the sheer amount that I do to require 6 drawers of said storage, but I feel like when it's clear and you can see and it just looks like a lot. Yeah, so that's kind of like me thinking out loud a little bit. I might do that, I'm not sure, like I say, because I think 2 of them maybe have these like flappy lids. I don't know if it'd just be too awkward to do, not sure. Answers on a postcard on that one. But I'm gonna open the top drawer. I have £1. I found that yesterday, so I'm gonna actually put that in my purse. Not that many places take cash these days, but I'm gonna put that in there. Prick stick's fine, Tipp-Ex fine. This little clippy thing, I don't feel like I ever would have a need for that. That's going to be my number 2. That's double-sided tape, that's fine. There will be the odd occasion that I will want double-sided tape. That's just got glue on it, so I'm going to get rid of that. More post-it notes. Now, I did obviously declutter some post-it notes yesterday. Question is, do I need more? Again, because it is like half a thing, I am going to keep those. So I'm going to keep those with the bits that I did before. So that's that. That's going just in the bin. I'm not going to include that. And then some more money. I have a 5p, another pound, a Falklands pound, and a Falklands 20p. In case you are wondering what money looks like in the Falklands Islands, it's got a sheep on it. This pound coin does still have the Queen's head on it, because it was from 2020. So yes, that I am going to give back to my husband, because I know he has a stash of currency from various kind of places that he's been deployed to. So again, I'm just going to leave that over there. I'm gonna nab the 5p though, because it's better in my pocket than it is sat on my desk. Super glue, fine. Paper clips and a thing. I have about 10,000, what feels like 10,000 safety pins and paper clips. I don't think I need these 3. The other ones are just lucky that they're not within my eyesight right now, else I probably would get rid of those too. But again, I am going to get rid of those and count them as one item again. So that is number 3. That's fine. I think, I don't know, yeah, that can go actually in my laundry basket. That's where I put stuff to go out upstairs. That's my husband's, a tiny little spirit level. That is going to be my number 4. I'm not even sure what it is. I think it's a chalk board eraser or something. I actually hate chalk. I hate it with a passion. So that's going. So that's number 4. Again, those are my husband's like Stanley blade type crafty knife things. I feel like they would be better suited in the cupboard in the hallway, so I'm going to move those, and I'm going to give him his spirit level back too. Now this is something that I visually saw yesterday and thought to myself, do I need that? And it is a mini stapler, pink mini stapler, a pot of staples, and a stapler remover. So it's like the whole shebang. But I have a full-size stapler as well. And I just don't think I need this much room taken up by this super adorable pink mini stapler. I do. Maybe I should just get rid of the big black one. Maybe I should. Do you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, she being mean. She's getting rid of the big daddy to keep the little baby. Whether that's the wrong move, I don't know. But I'm gonna give that to my husband. He can take it to work. That's probably where it came from in the first place, as did these staples that I assume go with this. No. Oh, I'm gonna leave this in because I think it's handy to see these moments. I feel like a lot of us are going to have these moments when we're kind of doing any kind of declutter and things where we're just like, oh, and the reality is I have a lot of them because I am the most, I don't know the word, but I am an avid overthinker in every situation. So moments like this, I'm like, oh, but I have to think to myself, right, when was the last time I used a stapler? When? I genuinely cannot remember. It's that long. As I said before, I have a million paper clips should I need to attach any kind of documentation to one another in a semi-permanent fashion. So I feel like both of them don't really have a purpose in my life at present. Oh, Christ. Which just makes it all the more harder. I also don't like that this stapler doesn't have one of those little tails that acts as a stapler remover. So then it makes me feel like I need this little guy in my life, when in actual fact I don't. What am I gonna do? I'm going to get rid of the pink one. I'm going to get rid of it. Yes. And again, I'm going to get rid of them as a collection, as one single item, because I feel that positive that I have many more things that I need to get rid of in my life. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're almost halfway now. So the last thing in here, other than this ring sizer, which again, I just think it's one of those things, occasionally, very occasionally, you'll want one. And it's just not something I want to have to buy again. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to put it in with my little sewing kit thing. I feel like that's the most appropriate place for it to go. But I am going to get rid of these pins. I don't have a pin board. We haven't had one since my husband was in his slam block. So that's over 6 years now, 6 and a bit years. So we don't need these. We don't need them. So that is my number 6. I am going to keep the big stapler because I'm too anxious to get rid of it in case I have any stapling needs that cannot be met with any other form of semi-permanent documentation sticking together. Okay, there's that. So I think that's all of the drawers there done. Now they are all still full, but I don't think I showed you the before. Before I can't find my little lever, where are you? Before, up here, I had a jar of pens. I've condensed that, I've managed to put it in there. The cat's back again. I swear to God, it just knows when I'm filming and just wants to distract me. I swear to God, if you're going to piss on my tough tray, I will not be happy. She's just staring at me. Anyways, so that is that. The other drawer on the desktop thing is my husband's, so I'm not going to touch that. It's just got boring stuff in it. But we're gonna go down to an earlier round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. We are down to an earlier round of the Alex drawers. So this used to be chock-a-block. Every drawer was full. But then my children decided that they knew how to open the drawers and that they would do so and empty them every day, multiple times a day. And I cannot begin to tell you how irritating that got. So I basically emptied most of them. They then forgot about it. I then started putting random things back in there. But I feel like out of the few things that are in there, half of it could probably go. My youngest is about to wake up, so this could get interesting. I haven't done any of the videos up until now with either of them around. So, like I say, it could get interesting, but I'm going to just work as quick as I can. So the first thing I know it is going to be got rid of is something that actually came back inside from the car. It's just an aux cable, nothing wrong with it, but neither of our phones have a aux jack or a headphone jack in them anymore, so we've got a USB version now, so that can go. That can be my number, was that 7? 6, 7. This again, I think this is just like an invoice packing note thing. I'm just going to chuck that in the bin. I'm not going to include that in a declutter because it's Shouldn't really be in there. Should have been got rid of ages ago. That's just packing tape. That's fine. I'm keeping that. This, I think I'm going to keep. It's like an exercise challenge that a company that I follow on Instagram made during COVID times as like a little downloadable thing just to motivate people, and I downloaded it and laminated it. Have I done it? No, I have not, but I may do, and I just feel like it's a fun thing to have. It's basically, like I say, a 30-day fitness challenge. I lie, I've done 3 days. 3 days out of 30. I think that's pretty good. And the only other thing in here is my husband's dash cam, which should be in the car, really, but it is not. Okay, so the only 2 things in here are 2 notebooks. These are ones that I use on a frequent basis. In fact, I'm just trying to use them up, but I use it for my shopping lists, as you can see, and kind of like meal plans and things like that. So they can stay. I will keep those there, and I will put that thing in there and the tape, because I don't think the tape is going to go in the next drawer, which is my packing drawer. So I'm an avid vintage seller, so I do accumulate a lot of kind of packaging. I keep hold of a lot of things. I try and recycle as best I can where I can. So any kind of parcel bags or anything like that that I receive a parcel in that is reusable, then I will keep hold of it. Likewise with kind of decent sized boxes. So I've got like a shoe box and another smaller box there, because I just think they're handy to have. So I'm not going to get rid of any of that, I don't think. I have got like jiffy bags that are not used as often, but I'm going to keep them. And then the next box is all of my cricket, however you want to say it, stuff. Wow, all of my kind of materials, all of my tools are in the hallway cupboard, which we may get to at some point. I don't know. This is for that car track that I actually mentioned in... No, it's not. It's not. It's actually magnetic tiles. My husband got them from the website that I do not talk about, and I just don't trust them. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but I can see the little magnets like floating about in there, and I just don't trust the plastic not to break and then be swallowed. So I really don't know what to do with that. I think that might just be a toy for my husband to play with. And that's the other lid for the car that I had in the previous video. Oh, another ginormous thing that I will probably never use. A double hole punch. I don't know the last time I punched a hole in anything. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Like occasionally you'll need it and it'll be annoying if you don't have it, but equally, space. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. I am also going to keep the white, the red, the silver and the gold. I do like those. I think I'm going to keep the blue. I don't know, it's very vibrant, isn't it? And I'm going to keep the black, and I'm definitely going to keep the transfer tape. Well, I'm still working through my sample of transfer tape. These I need to try out at some point. I feel like I just don't know if I would actually get use out of them. Heat transfer vinyl. Do I need a specific thing to attach, or does it just iron on? Right. Not iron on. I am going to get rid of this. This can be my number 8, I think. I just don't think I'm ever going to use a holographic vinyl. So that can go. Hang on, I need to count my numbers. Count my numbers. That's number 8. I am going to keep the gold and the silver though, because I think that could be fun. And then what are you? Are you just like the destructions, etc.? Which again I'm going to keep, but I am going to put those in with all of my other kind of instructions and stuff. I've got like a folder under the stairs that has, what's it called? Like instruction manuals and things like that. So I'll pop all this back in. That's all fine. I'm just going to stick them back in there for now. Now the bottom drawer is my husband's gubbins, retro Game Boys, a Talk Boy, a charger thing for the car, which I think I could get rid of, and some guitar paraphernalia. He has said numerous times that he plans on getting rid of all of this stuff. When? I don't know, but apparently it's on his list, so we keep our fingers crossed at this point. But I'm going to move those into there. And that's just paper. Whatever, Trevor. Right, we are now in my hallway, my downstairs hallway, and as I said before, we have more stuff. More stuff. I don't really feel like there's a very good place to put you where you can actually see what's going on and that I don't cover basically the whole screen. But basically the bottom two shelves of here are like all my husband's stuff, like camera stuff and just stuff. The top two are more my stuff, and the printer's here as well. So Cricut, that's fine. Nothing in there's going. That's just only got my tools and stuff in it. This stuff, that's just printer paper. Now, I don't actually know, because we have just bought for Christmas, we bought ourselves a like photo printer, but it has its own specific paper to go with it. So I am going to get rid of this, I think. This can be number 9. Yeah, because I just don't foresee it being used. Now, these can all stay. Just a bunch of felt tip pens, basically. And a couple of other, like, metallic-y pens. And some bingo dabbers. Because I thought that would be fun for the children. But I daren't actually get them out. And then in here, I just have a variety of colouring pencils. So that's all fine, that can stay. What have we got? What's in here? This is all batteries, battery charger, all of that stuff. This is mostly Cricut stuff again, so it's just like offcuts, transfer tape, some command strips, spare bits, the cartridge for a printer, some more paper for that. Now these are something that I've thought numerous times, I don't know what to do with you. The pens that came with the machine, because I don't ever do anything. I generally just use the vinyl. I'm going to keep it for now. Blue tack, that's fine. And that's, again, the instruction book for a photo printer. But again, I'm going to put that with the other one. So that's all fine. That can all stay. And that's just some envelopes, which I thought I had got rid of. So that's all fine. That's just printer paper, some bags, and a roll of paper, like colouring paper that I got from IKEA recently, which I'm going to have to try and use at some point because I think that's such a cool idea. Right, so actually that's probably the only thing that I'm going to get rid of in here. Printer paper. So we're only on number 9, so what do we need? Another 3. Right, we are back where we started now, so I'm going to give you a little recap and I'm going to share with you the last 3 things that I've just found to conclude the declutter. So the first item that I'm getting rid of is the iron-on transfer stuff that I've not even opened. The second item is this bulldog clip thing. The third item is the little stapler set. Still feel a little bit sad about that. The next item, number 4, is this little set of plastic doodads. Number 5, pins. Number 6, the photo paper. Number 7, this random, I think it's like a chalkboard eraser or something. Number 8, this little accumulation of a safety pin and 2, what do you call them? What do you call these? What do you call these? Oh my goodness. Why can't I think of what they're called? Safety pins. No, that's a safety pin. This is a paperclip. Oh, wow. My brain hurts. So what was that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 9 is this aux cable. Number 10 is this set of colouring pencils. Now I feel really bad about this because my daughter got given these for her birthday with a colouring book and stuff, but we already have so many other pencils, so I feel like it's a bit of a waste for us to keep them. Likewise, number 10, this set of felt tip pens, again got given to her with the colouring book, but I've already got a million felt tip pens, so I'm going to give them to another child that can make use out of them. And then number 12 is something that I actually thought I would keep in yesterday's declutter. It's 2 highlighters. I have literally got a drawer, thought I was going to crash then, of highlighters, mostly pastel ones, but a couple of actual vibrant ones. And I just feel like I don't need these. Although they are adorable because they are Pusheen, I think this is an ample amount of highlighters for one human to keep. So that concludes day 12 of my January declutter series. Now again, I don't really know where I'm going to go for tomorrow. I don't like the number 13 as it is, so I'm a bit anxious, even more so not knowing where on earth I'm going to go. I think I might stay in here. I might even delve into the kitchen. I'm not sure. But if you want to know, then make sure to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. I have linked all of the other videos in a playlist and linked it down below. So if you haven't already seen the other ones, do go and watch those to see all of the things that I have decluttered so far. And I will see you all very soon. Bye guys.